management strategy we are discussing in this video is all about decision making during the Charleston, if we should stop or not, what to discard, and which hand to play, specifically using the 2, 4, 6, 8 category. So before you, I have already gone through the 3 steps in the Charleston: the right over left. This is the only time you can stop the Charleston after you've completed the first left. My opinion is that you should only stop the Charleston when you have a really great hand and you have picked a specific hand that you are playing. Not because you're between 2 hands or you don't know what to pass because you're collecting everything towards the category. Let's look at the category 2, 4, 6, 8. Now, one thing to notice that in every hand, 2 and 4 must be in the same suit. So here is a quick decision. Grab the 2 that does not have a matching 4. Now you can continue with the Charleston by eliminating a 2. You have 3 to pass, and you may pick up another tile or 2 to make your hand even better. We're going to pass the 2 dot, 9 dot, 1 crack to the second left. On the second left, we do what's called a pyramid or stacking so that we can recognize the second left. This is not a National Mah Jongg League rule, but a helper during the game. We received a 4, a 6, and a 1 bam. The 1 bam we do not need. So now we're on to the over of this Charleston. So we did the second left. Now we are going to do the over with 3 tiles. I have to pass 3. So the next thing you want to look at is the hands on the card. And the first things I would get rid of are dragons if I don't think I'm going to play them. So I have 2 and 4 in bams, 6 and 8 in cracks, and then if I was going to play this hand with the opposite dragon, I would need dots. So that frees up this green dragon. And I know people don't like to pass flowers, but I have a really great hand going, so I might even pass a flower. Before I pass the flower, I notice I only need 2 6 cracks. So I am going to pass 1 6 crack instead of the flower. This is going to be the pass over. Remember, we're on this over. And we're going to pass over, which is a cross. So now I received my tiles from across, and I'm going to place them in the hand. Now I am in a pickle. I am on the last right of the Charleston. On this last right, we can choose to do what's called a blind pass. So we're on the last right of the Charleston. Again, I have narrowed down my tiles to 2, 4, 6, 8 with opposite drag. I have a pair of 2s, my 3 4s, my 2 6s, and I need 3 8s. I only have 2, but I do have a joker, and I do need all those white dragons. So I don't need this 2 crack. I can get rid of that. And so I can decide, do I want to pass a flower? Most people would say never pass a flower because you would give somebody a pair of flowers. At this point, I may pass a flower because I'm so close to Mahjong that I want to get more tiles towards my hand. So I am going to put down 2 tiles to pass to my right, and then I'm getting 3 tiles in from my left, and I'm going to blindly, so here's my tiles that I'm receiving, I'm going to blindly take one of them and pass it along to my right. so that the person on my right gets 3 tiles. Now I can pick up these 2 tiles that I received, and let's see what they are. 6 bam and 7 bam. So unfortunately they are not going to help me in my hand, but don't forget we have one more pass, which is the optional across. So now let's pass these 2 tiles across for optional, and I'm just going to randomly select 2 tiles from these discards that we had, and let's see what we grab. An East and a 9 crack. So I think it's a pretty good Charleston. The Charleston has ended, and now I'm going to prioritize my discards. So I'm going to watch what's being discarded, and I'm going to make sure any tile I pick up, and if it goes to my section, I'm going to hold on to it. And again, the first thing I'm going to do, if it's not a 2, 4, 6, or 8, or a dragon or a flower, I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to discard it. After that, the next discard will be a dragon, especially if I decide that I'm not playing it. However, I do need the white dragon, so if I get a red or green, I'm not keeping it. And then the next discard will be flowers. And I definitely have decided that I'm not playing a flower hand. When I have no more discards, then I will pick a hand. In this case, the hand developed pretty quickly. Again, I did set this up, so it was a really great hand. At this point, I have picked my hand, and it's the 2, 4, 6, 8 hand, the 6th one down, the second half, and I'm pretty committed to it, even though it's very early in the game. But I would suggest that you keep the flexibility open. Look how the hands and the categories work, and look at your pairs, triples, etc., and fit them into a hand. You are ready to now narrow it down, a couple of hands, and then you have play with, obviously, your pairs, your triples, your pair, and then it fits right into that one specific hand. Now I would like to mention, I do need a lot of dragons. If I don't find these dragons, I might play this hand, the 3rd one down, where it's 3 2s, 4 4s, and the 6s and 8s, depending on the tiles that I pick. When you start a game, there are 99 tiles left in all the walls on the table, and so you have quite a variety of picking. Be patient and let the tiles dictate where to play. Now again, you want to prioritize your discards. So now it's my turn to pick. I pick a tile, and lo and behold, it's a 2 bam. I'm going to save that 2 bam, and I have 2 other tiles that I know I will 100% not need, and that's the 9 crack and the East. So I'm going to throw the 9 crack. We go around a few times, and then it comes back to me again, and I pick a flower. Again, prioritize your discards. I'm probably not going to play that flower, but I definitely have an East that I know 100% I'm not playing. So I discard East. Goes around a few more times. I pick a tile, 9 dot. I know for sure I'm not going to play that. I'll get rid of the 9 dot. And you keep picking and discarding. And oh, look at that. I picked an 8. Well, now I'm going to keep the 8 and the 2. Now, it looks like my hand has now completely changed. And even though I was looking to play the 6th line down, the second half, I think it would be better now to play the 3rd line down, the first part, where it says 3 2s, 3 4s, change suits, 4 6s, and 4 8s. So, I am now going to discard the white dragon. I would prefer to discard a dragon over a flower because you can do a joker exchange sometimes with flowers during the game. So I'm going to discard the white dragon. Again, pick up, 3 crack, discard. And keep going along the game. 9 bam, discard. 3 dot, discard. 1 bam, discard. 5 dot, discard. So the game has ended and I did not win Mahjong, but so for this demonstration, I did have a very short wall and I did not go through all the tiles. I was just trying to teach you about the tips, tricks, and strategies. So, you know, I probably would have done a better job during the game and called for my 6 cracks and 8 cracks. Give my tips, tricks, strategy about making decisions a try in your next Mahjong game. If there is something that you would like to discuss or see a video on, leave a comment below. You can take lessons from me at Mahjong Class, or check me out on Facebook or my webpage, Mahjong Class. If you like this video, subscribe.